Okay, so the boat is sanded and bondoed. I got the keel on last night. Down here, just glued that all the way down and did my best to sand everything around. I might actually, before I do the resin here today, throw the sander on this edge one more time just to round this out a little bit more. Safety first. Okay, welcome back. A couple things I wanted to point out about using resin. One thing is it doesn't really stick to plastics. So if you notice, I have the floor covered in plastic so I don't get the resin all over the garage. Also, I'm using plastic cups, right? These are kind of throwaways, but I don't want to mix them together every time. It's 2 parts resin to 1 part number 2 medium part B. I got this one because it's supposed to give me 30 minutes of work time. I don't know how accurate that is though. This stuff over here I'd use is supposed to give me about 20 minutes, and it gave me more like 5. So we'll see. The other thing too is temperature. According to most of the things I've read, you're supposed to use resin at about 70 to 76 degrees or something like that. I live in Austin, Texas. It's rarely 70 anything here. It's been over 100 degrees for like 40 days straight. So today we are at 80 degrees, 81, and it's only getting a little warmer. So I want to try to get this done today quickly. And that's another thing, is we'll see how that works. When I did my test pieces, it was like 99. It was hot. And they came out pretty good. I think this is supposed to be a better resin mixture. I got it from a wood crafting store versus just any old hardware store. So what I did too, to keep the mixtures right, because I don't want to keep using our kitchen mixing cups and ruining those, I measured out 4 ounces of resin, or I'm sorry, 4 ounces of water, labeled that resin 4 ounces, and I marked off the sides once I poured the water in and it settled down. I did 2 ounces hardener, same idea, labeled off once I poured the water in where it is. Now hopefully, as long as I don't mix these up, I can keep using these. And just pour it into here, mix it up, and then throw it on the boat. Other things I had learned from different videos is use plastic. I did use paintbrushes last time I did a resin test, and it ruined the paintbrushes. I went through like 3 of them. So I saw on some people using plastic cards or applicators. I stole these from the office. So I guess the guys would use them for like duct tape. When they tape like air conditioning ducts and stuff like that, not like duct tape that you and I normally would use. So I'm gonna try these out. Just literally I'm gonna pour this over the boat and then use this to smooth it around. I have a mask, a fume mask, and I had gloves. You really do need gloves. I don't have any today. I'm gonna take a look around, see if I can't find them. I did have some, I just can't find them. If push comes to shove, I will just try to be extra careful. But really recommend using the gloves. From the last time I did this, I mean, this stuff stinks. It's kind of toxic, so we'll see. All right, talk to you later. There we go. So I did the resin coat, as you can see. I mean, it really brings out the it really brings out the wood grain and all the mistakes I made. One thing I noticed immediately going around, especially here on these sides, on the front hull sections, it just drank in the resin, which made me feel better about doing it this way versus just kind of getting a little bit wet and going right for the fiberglass. Especially with how hot it's been here. It's been, like I said, I think in an earlier video, like 40 days straight of 100+ degrees without any rain. So it really dried out. And it took a lot more resin than I thought. And I just know that if I hadn't done it this way and I tried to go straight to fiberglass, the fiberglass would have kind of dried out and flaked up and just gotten really like air pockets and crinkly, and it wouldn't have made a nice even coat. So, and I had seen that before on a couple of the test pieces I did. So I'm really glad I chose to do it this way. It makes me feel a lot more confident in the boat. I mean, as of right now, this thing, as soon as this fully dries, this is going to be, it's fully waterproof. I mean, I did a very detailed glue line inside and out when I put the bottom onto the sides. So even just from the glue alone, I was pretty confident. I was pretty meticulous about it, did it 3 times. So now that this is on there, I just feel a lot better. Hopefully this dries fast enough so I can get to it tonight. I have decided as I was going around doing this that I'm going to cut the strips and do the joints first with fiberglass, and then come back and kind of panel it later instead of doing one big sheet. For some reason, that just makes a lot more sense to me. I know that I've seen in certain videos when you do it that way and then you paint it later, it stands out more that you didn't do one big sheet. But honestly, I'm more concerned this time with the strength of the boat than I am the aesthetics. I mean, if I see the mistakes or the differences between the fiberglass sheets after the paint, I'm really not overly concerned about that right now. I just want to make sure that when I'm out in the water, I don't you know, hit a tree and pop a hole in the boat. That's kind of my bigger concern. I want this to be good. So, all right. Thanks for watching.